support that we have from the families of our cadets, local partners. We have representatives from the newly formed USSBI submariner base here from South Lake. Thank you. You guys have kind of adopted us. We are grateful for that. City managers here, Brian, thank you. Of course, Chief Broadway. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Without you, we couldn't do this. Allowing us the opportunity to have this ceremony in India. So I'd like to present to you the cadets of the Claremont Battalion Sea Cadet Unit and Training Ship Titan. Master Command Chief, bring them on in.
Aye, sir. Battalion. Oh,
You all rise. Thank you, Command Chief. Please remain standing. I'm going to ask our chaplain as we honor God before country. Come on up. Caleb Kareem from the Mosaic Church has been our chaplain.
It's an honor to be here with you guys since I started 3 years ago. Some of you have been here longer than me, and some of you joined since then. And I've just gotten to see you grow up and mature in self-awareness and love for country and for others. And so I just want to say that I'm really proud of you, and also that you guys, as you are maturing and growing and stepping in the next season, that like God honors you, and He honors authenticity. And so just recognizing that you guys are strong and courageous, but also it's appropriate to acknowledge our need for help. You guys have supported each other and sought to build each other up and to seek support outside of you in this battalion. So I just wanted to say that I think God honors authenticity. And so acknowledging our need for help in the midst of a season where it can be easy to pretend like we don't need it is important. And so we'll do that right now to start the ceremony.
at peace.
God, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for making us. God, I thank you for these incredible, incredible cadets, God. That as they are growing and maturing, God, you see them, you know them, and you love them. God, I thank you that as we seek to live a life of honor and respect and make an impact on this planet, God, that you know what we desire. And so today we honor you as we seek to live a life that makes a change in this world, God. I pray that you would move in our hearts and reveal new things to us today as we celebrate. Thank you that you give us the opportunity to take moments and celebrate accomplishments, God. These cadets have sought to make a difference already and to do hard things, and they've trained and they've worked hard and they've disciplined themselves, God. And so thank you that today we get to celebrate their hard work, God. And so we just acknowledge your presence here. We ask that you move in our hearts and that you would honor what we do here. In Jesus' name.
If you would please remain standing for the presentation of colors by our all Chiefs Color Guard.
Attention!
Left. Forward. March. Left. 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 Right. 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 Left. 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 Right. 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 Left. Left. left, march time, march, left, left, right turn, march, left, left, ready, walk, breeze in, close.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry, close. March time, march, left, outward, march, left, left, forward, march, left. Post, colors. Post. Forward, march, left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, right, right.
Fatalities, not peace. Take seats.
Spotlight on the cadets. So we just give our color guard a minute to come over here again and regroup. And again, just a couple more acknowledgments of some of our guests here tonight. I want to acknowledge Matt Robinson, retired Navy captain, been with us before. He's the president of the Florida Navy League, who's of course our sponsor. So Matt, thank you very much for coming up. Brian Butis, let me get your name right, is that right? Food Heist. One of these days I'll get it right. I apologize. One of these asked it before. Again, city manager of Claremont, Chief Charles Broadway, of course, and Sharon Stulls from Daughters of American Revolution and Beverly Oiler. Nice to see you again, Beverly. Who are going to be presenting us. And we also have kind of a special guest who I invited, but wasn't sure he was coming, but this morning I got an email from him. Gunnar Mann, who is our area commanding officer for the Sea Cadets representing National Headquarters. So we're very grateful for you to make time today, sir, and come join us. And then we'll introduce our guest speaker, Captain Rockazade, as well shortly. So, and Bob Farrell from the Veteran Performing Wars has joined us in the past. Again, our many thanks to the USDI submariners who have come to us. So, as you can see, we have grown. For those of you who may have been here a couple of years ago, we barely filled up half this theater. We're getting close. We may get another year or two out of this before we have to move on to the big stage. But I just want to introduce our staff and the ones that really make this happen. For all of you who don't know, the support that I have as commanding officer, because I cannot do this anywhere closely by myself, and certainly with as many cadets. We have 50 cadets on hand. We have 12 more in the wings waiting to come on for an indoc this summer. So by August, we will be pushing 60 plus cadets, and that's including our retiring chiefs this year. So we've done an amazing job at growing this within our community, and I'm incredibly grateful. The first one I want to thank is my executive officer, Michael Stidley, who's, I believe, in the booth back there. Oh, no, there you are. What am I seeing up there? Oh, that's my, all I see is white hats. Oh, I'm sorry. Michael, thank you. Without you, there's no way that this would be possible, and you stood by me all year. So thank you, sir. My operations officer, Sergeant First Class U.S. Army retired Matthew Woods. And behind five. Okay, there you go. Thank you for stepping up. He has just been anointed to the billet of operations officer, as well as our training officer. So former drill sergeant in the Army, and any one of the cadets who's been drilling with him will tell you that he does that job very well. My administrative officers, Angel Walter, Tiffany Bates, Kathleen Justice. I'd like all of you to come down here, please, along with Lieutenant Venus Santos. Come up here. Who are we missing? Tiffany. Oh, Landry. Felicia. Tiffany's not. Oh, okay. Well, I know Billy's around, so you can take flowers to your wife. Look what I brought you on the way home, dear. Without the administrative staff, there is no Sea Cadet Battalion, period, paragraph. They're the ones that get you onboarded. They're the ones that put you to training. They're the ones that get you back from training. They're the ones that give you your ribbons. They're the ones that keep track of where you are in the program. Without administration, there is no Sea Cadet program. So from my heart to yours, thank you so much for stepping in and doing what y'all done. And I gotta say, Lieutenant Santos has been, it's hard to pick where Lieutenant Santos fits, because there are days she's an admin, there's some days she's in operations, and there's days she acts as division officer. So you've been like the Rubik's Cube of the battalion, that, you know, wherever we've asked you to help out, you've helped out, and for that, we really appreciate the wisdom and the service and everything else. I mean, you've done a phenomenal job for us this year. So again, thank you so much. No, all right. We also have, I guess that's Jeff Hawk up there, Ensign Hawk, who's in the booth. He's our supply officer along with Gary Landry. He's out there somewhere. So he's, again, they're both men in the booth up there. So they're the ones that, you know, every one of these cadets has at least 3 uniforms that have to be managed. And the killer is they outgrow these uniforms every couple of weeks. So it's more like every cadet has 15 uniforms during the course of a year. So, which is why our supply cabinet is so big and our needs are so great, because when you have 60 cadets and each one has 3 uniforms and they all outgrow, we have a tremendous need for that. So, but guys, thank you for organizing and managing that, because without you, you know, they'd be sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt. So, great stuff. Sam Morello, I'm not sure I saw Sam here. I'm not sure if he's made it, but he has been one of our leaders in the background. And Sean Biggs, our color guard. Very, very much. So, and Caleb, of course, is our chaplain. Captain David Peck is out there somewhere in the corner where he usually hides when he slinks around. You know, without his help, just a lot of stuff wouldn't happen. And we also have Master Chief Bobby Mock, also a submariner, but now officially on our auxiliary staff list. So thank you for coming. And of course, Michael and I could never do this without the support of our families. So Rachel and Cindy, come on up, please. They're the ones that let us out to play, so. And they're the one that said, who's that calling at 9 o'clock at night? You really need to know? Take a guess. All right, so I think that covers my first half of it. So far, half a Kleenex down, plenty more to go. I'm going to turn this back over to Troy, and we'll carry on the rest of the program. Thank you all.
Thank you, CEO. I'm honored to be here. This is bittersweet for me because I was here when this unit started as an auxiliary instructor, made my way up to operations, then XO, and now here starting next year, I'm going to be your regional director. God willing. If he keeps me on. So I can truly attest to not only what he was referring to about how fast they grow, but what Caleb has said about how fast they become young men and women, but leaders, not only in this unit, in their schools, in their homes, and in their communities. So it's just an honor to be here to see all of you because Kurt, Jason, Hansel, so many of you I've seen since you were here, and now you're like 8 foot tall. This is insane. And I've only been going for 11 months, so that's nuts. So I'm privileged to be here to honor you. I'd like to first ask the XO to come up to give his end-of-year recap, and then we will go with a couple of adult awards. So Michael Stark, if you could please come up.
This is my 4th graduation with the battalion. I think my word today is wow. Wow. What an amazing year. What an amazing organization. For some of the new parents and for some of the newer cadets, you may not realize what you've gotten involved with,